Hey guys, Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Please hit the thumbs ups, the subscribe, and the notification bell right down there if you enjoy my live streams and my videos. Now, you guys, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Now, I'm going to show you some Q stuff. I'm going to show you some XRP stuff, and I'm going to show you some global currency reset stuff, some quantum financial system news. All right. Now, take all of this, all of it, okay? Because we can give you facts, and then you can tie all the pieces together, and you can take speculation and then put the pieces together yourself, okay? But take all of this with a grain of salt, okay? There are certain things that we are just guessing, all right? We're just putting pieces together, okay? And that's one of the reasons you like my channel, is because I don't have to just sit here and stick with facts only. We can actually reach a little bit outside, and we can actually look at something that actually seems like it should be happening. We don't have a whole lot of proof for some of these things yet, and that's probably because they're hiding a lot of the proof, right? Fake news will not tell us real news. Okay? Let me ask you something, you guys. If this quantum financial system is all just a conspiracy and it's all just fake, why aren't they putting it on the news? Why aren't they putting it on mainstream media? Why haven't they been putting it? Why are they not throwing it in our faces? You know, because fake news is right there in front of us, but the real news we have to dig for. These things really are happening, guys. All right, I do believe XRP and other cryptos do have a big place in our future, and this quantum financial system is the real deal. All right. Now let me go into, and Q is too. Q is huge. Let me show you some of Q's just real quick. We're gonna glance at some of Q's recent posts. On February 20th, prepare for the storm, Anons. Prepare for the storm. They fear an awake public. Each Q proof proves our strength too. Thank you, Q and Q+. That's an anonymous. He posted that to Q. And then Q posted, you have come far, Anons. You are ready. And then he posted a couple videos. I'm not going to play them, but there's a lot of great Q videos being posted right now. It was kind of boring for a little while. Now we're getting back into the swing of things. It's getting very exciting, guys. It's better than ever before. He says, together you are invincible. Baker already noted Q. Miss had heaps of other shit, but got this. Primary purpose of referencing Twitter account. Together you are invincible, connected, united. Where we go one, we go all. Now, President Trump just tweeted a post where there was a guy with a big where we go one, we go all 17 shirt. In, like, right there. Carrying a Patriot. They were carrying a Patriot up to the one of the front seats at the rally. The puzzle's coming together. Here we go again. What happens when billion-dollar media companies attack and miss? All for a few thousand followers. All for conspiracy. A public awake is their greatest fear. And now that's what's happening. Now there's another thing that kind of clicked the other day. When it kind of just clicked for me the other day. Now there's this story. There was a story about this bullied dwarf, this kid who's 9 years old. I'm sure most of you heard about it by now. He's 9 years old, and he got bullied at school, and he was threatening to kill himself. He wanted to kill himself. His mom took a video of him, and just bear with me. She put it on social media, and it went viral. And what happened after that was that there was a public outpour of love and support to him. And then we heard, the next day I heard that it was all a scam. And I heard that he was 18 years old and he's an actor. And I believed that. And I was like, oh, because everyone was saying it at my job. Everyone was saying it. People were saying it on Twitter. He scammed everyone. He got away with all these donations. And then I heard all these people saying, no, dude, go check out the proof. Go do your own research, look at it. He's not an 18-year-old. He's actually a 9-year-old kid. This is real. He wears Gucci because he thinks he's a little 9-year-old gangster, but he's still just a 9-year-old kid. He really does want to kill himself. Look, okay, anyways, the thing is, we don't know what to believe anymore. People are waking up to the fact that mainstream media lies to us left and right. People do not trust the media anymore. And that is a good thing. It's confusing, but it's a good thing that people are waking up to the fact that they cannot trust what the media says anymore. So they are actually having to start going and doing their own research. And that is something that the Q movement has been doing this whole time. Now, let's go into the financial reset news. This is very exciting. This is super duper exciting, guys. Let me show you this on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. And I believe this has everything to do with Ripple and XRP. By the way, there's this little adoption curve, and I think that we are, just drop in the comment section where you think we are. I think we are past this. The tech enthusiasts already had their 10-year run with Bitcoin. Up until 2017, the big speculation bull run, that's when the early visionaries got in. That's when the early adopters got in, the visionaries. And that's where we are. We're the early adopters. I believe we're in the very early stages of this stage in the tech curve. All right, we're not in the early majority yet. I think we're in the early adopters because we are adopting this. We're learning how to use it. It's not easy to use for everyone yet. Not quite yet. You still have to type in an address. You have to copy paste. You still have to type in a tag. You still have to make sure you type the right numbers in, right letters. You have to wait. You have to wait 10 minutes, an hour, depending on which cryptocurrency you're sending, depending to which exchange you're sending it to. You have to worry about all that. You have all that stress when you're dealing with these cryptos. And you have to buy a hardware wallet. You have to do all this stuff that we're not used to doing. People are not used to doing it. So yes, we do have to adopt, and we have adopted. We are early at doing it because we still have to, trust me, every single one of you, I'm sure, has had to explain this to other people. And it's not the easiest thing to do. You have to figure out, okay, how can I explain this to someone who doesn't know anything about this in the easiest way possible with the least steps possible, with the fewest steps possible to make it the easiest for them. We are the visionaries. Now, this is very exciting to me, guys. I'm going to read this for you. Okay, so now take this with a grain of salt, but a lot of it does kind of make sense, and it ties together with what's happening with Trump and Q and cryptocurrency and regulations and the coronavirus and all this stuff, guys. Check it out. Judy note. Now, Judy's the one who writes this blog. Okay, apparently she has ties to the deep state. She's written books, and she was an insider for a long time, and now she's still like an insider, but she's like on the other side now. Okay, so at least 11 sources have confirmed that RV revaluation funds were released by the Chinese elders last Monday, on February 17th, and was rolling out from there. Though the bottom line was 800 numbers release was that no one knew the date. Everyone was guessing. We knew it was just happening. We don't know when. February 14th, the new massive cybersecurity center, Cyber New York City, was activated. Last week, HSBC and other banks announced a switch over to the quantum financial system. Now, I looked that up. I didn't see any news on that, so I don't know where they're getting this information, if it's an insider who leaked this or what, if it's an inside source. On Sunday, 16th February, the fiat US dollar was officially bankrupt. On Monday, the 17th of February, the Chinese elders released funds for the global currency reset. On Tuesday, The 18th of February, paymasters were flown into various cities so as to be in position for the reset, and then suddenly repositioned to even more cities, including Zurich, on Wednesday, February 19th. On Wednesday, February 19th, the new U.S. Treasury note was gold-backed. All U.S. gold was repatriated. Tier 3 went liquid, and sovereign groups, Indian farm claims, church groups were paid out. There were said to be 50,000 emails sent out to special customers of Abbott Downing and Wells Fargo to set their appointments. Zim notes were bought and paid for in preparation for redemption. Now, some of this, I don't really understand what the Zim notes are and all that, but some of this actually ties to everything that we've been kind of talking about for a while, like IMF and Q, the USDX. On Thursday, the 20th of February, paymasters received 2% in advance payments. There was confirmation of dragon bond exchanges by the IMF. Bank derivatives were paid off with the gold-backed USN. According to hints from Q, arrests of political elites could have begun. Now, according to the Nasara law, these arrests need to happen in order to be Nasara compliant for each nation. I guess there's 194 nations that are going to be Nasara compliant. So in order to do that, they need to be taking care of all these, they need to be within compliance of Nasara law in order to do it, to be a part of this Nasara and Jasara system, the quantum financial system. The US dollar index, the USDX, was the value of a US dollar relative to the value of a basket of currencies. All month, including this week, the US dollar index was speeding towards 100 and a stock market crash, though on Friday, February 21st, made an abrupt turnaround, turned downward and fell all day. The stock market crash. Hopefully, we'll see some kind of correction. I think we're due for it. You know, maybe not like a steep crash, but just stop pumping it up. You know, because the U.S. dollar is now on gold standard. Apparently, hopefully, we get an announcement on that. We'll see. A global recession fast approached as 2/3 of the China economy, which produced 20% of the world's GNP, had shut down production because of the coronavirus outbreak, while central bank loans to individuals and corporations were going bad because of the fiat US dollar's bankruptcy by the cabal's Federal Reserve on Sunday, February 16th. As gold and silver surged upward in value, and you've seen, gold is at record highs. It hasn't been this high in a long time. I don't even know. Has it ever been this high? I don't think it's ever been this high. It's at like 1676 today. It's really high. And it's not stopping. As gold and silver surged upward in value, most economists concurred that the only event that could save the failing markets, world trade, and global economy would be the announcement of the return to the gold standard through a global currency reset. This Mark Z guy. All of Mark Z's sources, including bankers, seem to think that the release was today, February 21st, while he believed it would be over the weekend or early next week. A contact claimed that packages were set to go. Okay, I don't really understand all that. But, all U.S. gold was repatriated by Wednesday, February 19th, and then U.S. currency was declared gold-backed. On that same Wednesday, February 19th, Southern groups, especially, hold on a sec, let's go down. U.S. and China treasuries signed off on a rate for the USTN, and Tier 3 SKRs were paid. Derivatives have been paid off with gold-backed USN. One U.S. Treasury source said this could happen at any moment. The admiral confirmed that the Chinese elders had released funds out of Hong Kong. The global redemption part of the program officially started on Wednesday, 19th of February. And then we're going to get into the Simpsons ad. All right. The GCR would not happen until the Iraqi parliament voted on their budget and approved the new Iraqi dinar rate. This was based on the assumption that the Iraqi dinar was still the kingpin of a GCR release. Iran military in Iraq were successfully delaying that parliament vote, with the next possible date for a vote set on today, February 23rd. Q drop, 20th. Federal Reserve ending. Q drop on February 20th. You have come far, Anons. You are ready. Prepare for the storm. Project Looking Glass, Alice in Wonderland, Hillary Clinton, Clinton Foundation, Pizzagate, Trump's war on international child trafficking, believed to be the beginning of mass arrests. To be blunt, game over. We got what we needed. There is no step 5. Thank you for playing. Q. Okay, so Richard, the U.S. boss of Local Paymaster, called my client and told him the RV has started and clients will start receiving their funds next week. So your info matches. I now have 7 different confirmations from highest levels that the RV has started. All good for next week. Humanity achieved the gold standard as of this morning, Monday, February 17th. That was President's Day. And another funny thing, you guys, I'm thinking Tezos, because I keep hearing Baker. President Trump was at Bakersfield, then he went to Phoenix, Arizona, on President's Day, February 17th, and if the U.S. dollar did go to a gold standard on that day, this whole Phoenix thing, it could be more than just one currency. It could be like a big thing, the Phoenix. It could be a representation of a new rising of a new currency, a new financial system. That's what the Phoenix actually could represent. So it is funny though. On the 17th, he did go to Phoenix, Arizona. And also we just saw that Q had Baker in one of his posts, and I'm seeing Baker everywhere. It's weird, but Tezos might be one to check out. It might be the new Ethereum. Who knows? Because if you didn't know, you have to bake Tezos. It's basically like staking Chainlink or staking whatever. You bake it. Same thing. So gold spot price on the 17th, it's up $1,000 from there. In 5 days, guys. It's still up. It's up a lot more than that. Humanity, okay. I think there's one more. Anyways, Federal Reserve ending. That's huge, guys. HSBC and a number of banks, even local and regional, were on the real-time protection system, where even international stuff will only take seconds instead of weeks before you have funds. That technically is the QFS, coordinating with CIPS and SWIFT with real-time confirmations and delivery of funds. This required when we go to the new currency system. Now this would fall directly in line with Marvin Gaye's picture, his collage here that he made. It just follows it exactly to a Q, and a Q is next. Now I think Q is gonna be big right now. Like Q is next because we had the national emergency, which is the coronavirus. We had Brexit, which was on the 31st of January. Then we had the national emergency declared right after that, coronavirus. Now we have Q, and then right after that we have XRP. So I don't think it's going to take too long, maybe a few months, before XRP might actually be announced as some kind of reserve currency, We'll see. But it looks like it's all kind of happening, guys. And gold will be at the center of all of it. Gold and XRP, seems like. Now, let me show you the Simpsons commercial, guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, no, and this is really cool too. Let me read this to you about the QFS. The QFS automatically protects the safety of your funds The QFS was set up with transparency, justice, and rule of law. Between 9 and 11 seconds, the QFS could detect the stealing of funds and it would be immediately taken care of. Between 2010 and 2016, they were trying to crash the markets. And then they were told by the Chinese elders to stop. I don't know who the Chinese elders are, but apparently the high-ups in China. The coronavirus could have been designed to stop world trade and may do so. Cryptocurrencies, even if they were gold-backed, were not likely to survive. So, now this is another thing I'm going to go into. I'm going to make a separate video on this. This is very intriguing. The act of 1871. In 1871, private bankers, the Rothschilds, went to the Vatican to borrow money to finance the U.S. government. 100 years later, in 1971, the contract was no longer valid and we went off the gold standard. Because we have been functioning with an illegitimate government ever since, Trump would have to step down when the reset happened. We would be in martial law until elections were held. Martial law. That would be why we have military equipment being dispersed throughout America. Actually, in 2009, the military took over and we have been in martial law ever since. Interesting. Now wow, this is crazy conspiracy, but I love it because who knows? Just what if, guys? That's all I have to ask. What if? Anything's possible. They lie to us left and right. Who knows what's really happening? I'd have to say, why not? I could see it happening. I could see us being in martial law. Let's go to that Simpsons, a little on a lighter note. Let's go to that Simpsons commercial. All right, Marvin the Martian said, "Oh, you dumb Bitcoin morons. No wonder you're all brain dead. Did you even watch the video or read what was said?" XRP. This is a new ad that the Simpsons placed. It was like a minute and a half on Fox News or Fox Now. It was on the Fox station. And it's all about crypto, guys. Okay? Now check it out. I'm going to play it for you.
I will explain cryptocurrency by clicking a link to TV's most beloved scientist, Mr. Jim Parsons.
People think I'm a nerd, but I'm actually super cool. That's why I'm here to talk about the really cool subject of distributed consensus-based cryptocurrency. Kachinga. Could a nerd do that? I don't think so. For cryptocurrency to work, we need a record of every transaction that occurs. These are recorded in what's called a distributed ledger.
Okay, now I have one question to ask. Where have you seen the matrix design when it comes to cryptocurrency and XRP? Where have you seen it? First of all, we saw it from the Ripple Riddler, right? Okay, and then we also saw it in Satoshi's background. Let me show you. Remember, the Ripple Riddler used it. Okay, Ripple Riddler. And we also saw it in Satoshi's background. I don't know if I have that picture here. Yeah, Satoshi Nakamoto when he put out the Bitcoin coloring books. Okay? Just want to point that out to you.
I'm the consensus of shared and synchronized digital data spread across multiple platforms from Shanghai.
Okay, we need to examine this. Now, look at the little bookmark hanging over his head. It's Ripple Blue.
To Grenada. Each day I'm closer to being cash of the future. Not in your wallet, I'm in your computer. Oh, yeah.
When you use the currency, the transaction is recorded in the ledger.
Okay, so isn't that kind of weird that they have jet skis? They've got a jet ski with waves in the back. Right? Wave and Ripple coloring book. So, it makes sense that Whoever was behind the Satoshi Nakamoto coloring book might also be behind the Ripple Riddler, okay? And they could also be behind this commercial, okay? Because of the wave, you know, the wave and Ripple design book.
Is recorded in the ledger.
I can dig it.
And when one ledger book gets filled up, we add to a chain of previous books. That's the blockchain.
Later, glitches.
If you'd like to learn more about how crypto...
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. Cryptocurrency is a system that does not rely on a non-cryptocurrency central authority, but instead relies on a non-centralized distributed consensus of cryptocurrency ownership. Using the word cryptocurrency repeatedly when defining cryptocurrency makes it seem like we have a cryptocurrency novice's understanding of cryptocurrency. Well, that is a total pile of cryptocurrency. In this system, and I think he's trying to say, don't use cryptocurrency. We're talking about digital assets. In this system, rules are defined for the creation of additional units of cryptocurrency. They can be generated by fiat, like traditional currency, or just thrown around randomly, or all given to LeBron. But for some reason, these crypto guys are really into computers. So we have big buildings full of energy-gobbling, air-conditioned computers solving useless math problems. But now we can't have straws? Also, we know who Satoshi is, but we're not telling. Now, you guys, environmentally, they're talking about Bitcoin, okay? Energy-gobbling, air-conditioned computers solving useless math problems. They're dogging on Bitcoin, okay? Just remember that. They're dogging on Bitcoin. Now, what is the Simpsons known for lately, especially? Predicting the future. So if they're dogging on Bitcoin, what else? What could they be talking about that is energy efficient and it doesn't take math problems to solve, to unlock the tokens? We're talking about XRP, okay? Or XRP and XLM, I don't know. And they say, we know who Satoshi is, but we're not telling. Okay, so like I said, I think Satoshi is probably behind this. He might have funded this, or, you know, who knows. But he's probably behind this, guys. Satoshi is probably not into Bitcoin anymore. He probably moved on. If he's so technologically smart, and yeah, maybe Bitcoin was a great technological advancement, of course, blockchain was and is, but, you know, exponentially, Moore's law brings us to higher places very fast, very swiftly. And we know we don't need to gobble up all this energy in order to have a viable digital asset, okay?
Currencies work. Here's everything else you need to know. And goodbye from me, super cool Jim Parsons. It went in. 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 You saw it. It went in.
Pretty cool. I don't know. I have to say, this is getting pretty exciting, guys. It's an exciting time. They are rolling cryptocurrency out to the freaking masses with the Simpsons. A full ad on strictly on cryptocurrency. This is nuts, guys. I'm excited. This is an amazing time to be in crypto because we're already in. We've already laid our foundation as far as building our portfolios, putting, you know, getting that foundation in, getting that capital in there. Now we just got to wait for the masses to get in there, right? The masses and institutional money. It's coming, and we did a good job preparing ourselves throughout the bear market. Now all we got to do is sit back, relax, and wait for the money to come to us, guys. Wait for all the dumb money to come to us, because we're the smart money. We're the smart money, guys. We prepared ahead of time. Remember that. Now the Crypto Candy tweeted out, if you knew who was behind Bitcoin, you'd run as fast as you effing could sell it. And that was Dan Pena. So apparently he said that. I think he said Vladimir Putin was behind it or something. But I'm willing to bet it was probably the Illuminati. Anyways, this was another one.